Hey guys, welcome to my 3D modeling tutorial. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to create a cosmetic jar in Blender. Let's get started. The first thing you'll do is delete the default lights and camera. Then create an Archimedean by going to Curve, then Spirals, then click on Archimedean. This will create a circle with 24 vertices. If you can't find the Archimedean option on yours, you can go to Edit and then click on Preference, then click on Add-ons, and then type Curve, and you'll see Extra Curve Objects. Make sure it's ticked and you are good to go. Make sure you don't click anywhere once you've created the Archimedean. Just expand the Curve Spirals option at the bottom left corner of the screen. Increase the turns to 2, and then change the height to 0.1. You can increase the turn to any amount you want, but 2 is okay for what we want to do. Next, we can turn it to a mesh by going to Object, then Convert, and then click on Mesh. Switch to Edit mode, and then switch to Edge Select. Select this edge and delete it. Next, extrude towards the Z direction. Select all, and then switch to Face Select. Then extrude faces along normal. Press X and delete faces. Select these edges at this bottom part, and then press F to fill. Select the edge at the right, and then keep pressing F until it fills up all around the circle. Next, create a new circle and then switch to top view. Change vertices from 32 to 24 so that it matches with the previous one. Then scale down a bit using S to match with the inner circle. You can drag it down a little bit. Next, duplicate it and move it to the upper part. Select an edge on the lower circle, and then select this lower edge on the middle geometry. Press F to fill. Then select the right edge, and then continuously press F so it fills up all the spaces. Press GG to slide back, then select the 4 edges and press F to fill. Do the same for the top circle as well. Select the lower edge and then extrude a bit downwards towards the Z direction. Select the upper edge as well and extrude a bit upwards towards the Z direction. Next, select the lower edge and then extrude and scale outwards to form the body part of the jar. Extrude again and move downwards. Extrude and scale in. Extrude and scale in again. Then move up a bit and grid fill. This completes the body of the jar. Let's create the inside part by selecting the top edges. Then extrude and scale in a bit. Extrude again and move downwards. You can switch to X-ray mode by pressing Alt-Z. This will enable us to see through the object. Switch to front view by pressing numpad 1, then extrude and scale outwards. Extrude and move downwards as well. Then do the same thing you did with the outer bottom part. Add subdivision modifier to check how it looks first, and we can see that it looks weird. You can shade smooth as well. Next, select this edge and bevel with only one edge in the middle. Then select the edge below and bevel as well with only one edge in the middle. Add a loop cut here by pressing Ctrl-R. Then add another loop cut here and bevel it to both edges. We can turn on the subdivision modifier to check again, and we can see that it looks much better now. Switch to edit mode, and then select the edge at the lower part of the jar, then bevel it with an edge in the middle. Switch to X-ray mode once again, then select the upper edge and bevel with an edge in the middle. If you're getting value from this tutorial, kindly give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. This will encourage me a lot to put out more content like this. Thank you. Next, we'll create the lid. Select this edge, then duplicate it using Shift-D. Then separate by selection using P and selecting the option Selection. You can rename them to body and lid respectively. Scale the edge in a bit so that it gets close to the opening of the jar. Extrude and move upwards. Extrude again and scale in a bit. Extrude again and scale in, then grid fill. Select the lower part of the lid, then extrude and scale outwards so that it kind of aligns with the body of the jar. Extrude and move upwards. Extrude and scale in. Extrude and scale in again, then grid fill. Select all three edges and then bevel them with a single edge in their middle. Now you can turn on the subdivision modifier and we can see that it's looking really good. Next, we want to create the content of the jar. To do that, turn off the lid first so we can work on only the body. Switch to edit mode and then switch to face select. Select the middle squares and then press Ctrl+ to incrementally select the surrounding squares up to the top of the body of the jar. Then Shift-D to duplicate it, then P to separate by selection. Switch back to object mode and then rename it to cream. Press as / to isolate selected object so that all surrounding objects are hidden. Switch to edge select and then select the top edge. Extrude and scale in a bit, then move the edge up a little bit. Extrude and scale in again, and then move up a bit. You can move the edge sideways a bit so that it can look more random and natural. Keep doing this till you get to the top, then grid fill it. Shade smooth, then turn on the subdivision modifier to see how it looks. And as you can see, it's looking good. But we still need to do one last thing, which is to add little indentations on it so that it can look more natural. To do that, switch to edit mode again, select 1 to 2 vertices. Make sure you turn on proportional editing. Scroll your mouse wheel down a bit so that it doesn't move the whole object, then move in a bit, replicate that for a few areas, and then we have our cream completed. Press as / to view it with the other objects, and we have our cosmetic jar completed. I forgot I didn't bevel the inside of the lid, so I did that here. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next tutorial.